to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my home, and this is my land. This is what we prayed for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am.
Get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, always just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested.
Better play. There we go.
Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming. Yep, that doomsday's coming. Man, this life's such a bitch. Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming.
America.
What's up, Sophia? Hutch, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. Backwoods, Sister Marie, Keith, Yankee Dove, Stars, Ohio. Let's see. TT1, Miss Sharon. Boy, y'all busy bees in chat today. Monique, Susanna. How's everybody doing today? We got Scenario Sunday with Sophia B and Hutch Homestead, aka Deepwood Studio. Today should definitely be interesting. I love it.
Dang it, Peach. How y'all in chat?
The what, Hutch?
Every freaking aisle. So I rushed though.
I hear you.
He rushed.
Oh, TT1 talking about we came here to see Hutch get slapped.
Y'all are gonna hurt his feelings.
Right.
I'm emotional. Fuck around and cry and leave.
Y'all don't be picking on my guest. Be good to the guest.
Am I glitching in and out?
A little bit, yeah.
I just paid my stuff today, so like It's a brand, like, this is the first bit of data that I'm using since I paid the bill for the month. I don't know why it's acting so stupid.
You're clear now, Hutch. In the beginning, though,
Yep.
you were busting a milkmaid.
That's why I got my little hotspot window here in case I get to glitching. I can just throw it outside.
I hear you. Hey, Random. Keith's saying he's buffering pretty bad. They done slapped him.
They ain't calling up to reach my face. What you talking about?
Oh, he swears. I got step stools, y'all. Have no fear. I got step stools.
Right? We love giving you hell, Hutch. You should know that by now.
I don't know, why am I the whipping boy? I feel like I'm being singled out here.
Nah.
Never.
Who?
Never.
Yankee Dave said, hell no, Hutch doesn't have feeling.
Yes, I do. They're in my EDC. I just don't carry it with me.
Alright, I made it easy on y'all today. I'm going to give y'all one scenario. Y'all have the option of working together or working separately. We all know about the meetup, so that's going to be today's scenario. Of course, leave it to me to come up with something that could happen, right? But, okay, here's the scenario. June 23rd hits, everybody, gets there. You've got everybody that's listed as coming there. All us girls, all the guys, whatnot. And I'm sure Hutch has a better idea who all's coming than I do. Okay. June 25th hits. Everybody's getting ready to go home, for the next day. All the phones going off. We're under attack. We have, them big things coming at us. Missouri is one of the spots that could be hit. The bombs hit. However, they're about 150 miles from Warsaw. Do we work together or do we work separately? That's the first question.
North, south, east, west.
South. You glitching.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Well, if we are all there, and let's say, roughly, let's just lowball it and say, okay, there's 15 of us. I think our best bet's going to be to work together. Obviously, most of our issues, aside from like Hutch and Backwoods and anybody else who may be familiar with the area, if POTB is there, Doc Mac, anybody who is familiar with the area, they're obviously going to know as far as layout, terrain, all of that, which is going to be pertinent. But I would definitely say that we should stick together. Hi, Wiz.
Hey, Wizard. Hutch, what's your take?
So I agree with her about 95%. It could be, hypothetically, I could be like, hey, the one that I don't hate, y'all can come back to my side and we figure it out.
Oh, he'll
Intermission.
be back. Right.
Intermission, y'all.
Keith talking about he done smoked one.
Hi, TC1. Hi, Susanna, Stars, Liza, Jen, Monique, Miss Sharon, Hoot Owl. Right, Wiz? Sounds like an Insta mini mag.
Absolutely.
It's probably the weather that's got Hutch's internet all squirrely.
Yeah. But I know how that goes. Grid down in Missouri. Absolutely. But I mean, you know, that's something that we do have to think about. You know, is the possibility of something going down while we're there. While we're there.
No, I agree.
Uh-oh. I can't read your email. Oh, shit. I'll be right back. Let me check my email. He emailed me.
You're fine.
Messenger. Okay, he said laptop restart, and he'll be back in 2 minutes.
Uh-oh. She pressed a button. Always pressing the buttons. Man. What's everyone up to today? Oh, Miss Sharon. Right, Jen? Be bringing Augustin Farms just in case. Ohio, I just put cover up on and a little mascara, but thank you.
Oh, he's back.
My bad, y'all.
You
All right,
good?
Mr. I agree with 95%. Do tell.
I was gonna say, it's no secret that I'm kind of a dick. So chances of me bringing 100% of everybody back here are zero. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that I'm just like, fuck you, figure it out. You know what I mean? But for the majority of people, I'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Come back to the spot and we'll figure it out. If it's something that lasts too long, you know what I'm saying? I've got the space and enough work for everybody to pitch in, you know what I'm saying, to get the food right and everything. Cause it'll be about that time of year. You know what I mean? There will be some harvest coming up pretty soon, things like that. So that's what would have to be is find the person with the most secure location and make sure everybody meshes together without any kind of drama. And then just kind of, okay, we've got to go fortify on this place until we figure out what the fuck's going on or until it's over with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. You know, with one of them things going off so close, you know, of course, the zombie grid down. You know, none of the cars most likely will not work unless they're pre-1980, which the majority of us, I'm pretty sure, drive, you know, models, you know, newer models. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say there. So, you know, we're pretty well stuck in Missouri. A lot of us is east of the Mississippi where we live at now. You know, and the only time zone that matters.
feathers have been ruffled.
The about that, like you said, if it is an EMP or something like that that kind of kills all the electronics, there's going to be a clusterfuck of tourists that have no idea what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? So with that alone, I mean, there's so many back roads in and out of that place that it shouldn't be a problem getting gridlocked if a group has to take off on foot or bicycles or whatever. Hell, you could even take the water so far just to you know what I mean, cut out some of the actual walking. You know.
Absolutely.
But that's like back a minute ago. The problem is with tourist season, you're not going to have a whole bunch of supplies at the stores, you know, the gas stations and things like that. And then being out here in the middle of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go 10, 15 miles just for even the possibility of coming across some kind of store or gas station. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, the back roads are going to, you're not going to have as many supplies if you take the back roads, but you're not going to have as many freaked out people trying to jump on your convoy and do all this other shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what you lack in supplies, you make up for and not have to pick up extra fucking weight, you know, people.
Absolutely. Okay. Grid down. Of course, most of us, you know, most likely, you know, like Hutch said, until we figure out what's going on, we're going to remain, you know, where we are. Okay. We decided we don't work together. You know, like Hutch said, he'll invite some, you know, back to his place. And I know Tiger, who lives not far from Warsaw, said that she will take some in. You know, those that she's cool with. And who was it? And they were talking about POTB, but I'm not sure his stance on that. So, but okay, we split the groups. We'll say into 3, you know, just for the scenario. We split the group into 3. You know, that way it's not so much on Hutch, it's not so much on Tiger, it's not so much on whoever.
Okay.
Okay. We're all in position at the 3 spots. Of course, we'll have marauders, you know, let's say a couple of weeks in. Like Hutch said, everybody's gonna be freaking the fuck out because they don't know what the hell's going on. What security measures will be taken?
Well, I'm going to assume that I'm not with Hutch, that I'm in another area, that I'm in one of the other 2 areas. I mean, as far as security and defense, I mean, we're definitely rolling, I mean, strapped to the summer get together. I mean, there's shooting range out there and whatnot. So, I mean, we will definitely have that. The issue is we won't have everything that we have here at home. So, I mean, it's going, as far as security and defense, it's going to have to be a whole team effort with every group. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know what Chris and I are capable of. I know what, you know, quite a few other people are capable of within our community who I believe are coming. Especially like, you know, Liza, Jen. So, I mean, even you, Peach. So, I mean, I know as far as that goes. So it's going, no matter what, if there's 3 different groups of us spread out, you know, let's just say, you know, Hutch is at his place with his group, Tiger's with her group, and let's just say POTB or Doc Mac have another group, since I know that they live out there. It's going to be a collective work together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
See, the good thing about living in hillbilly country is you could probably find a car or, you know what I'm saying, it's just old analog, just an old ass truck that still runs. You know what I mean? So I mean, it might take a couple hours, it might take a couple days of some little local scavenging, but you could find something that you could use as a transport for everybody, potentially. I'll say that, you know. But it's the do you want to be the only person with a running vehicle in that situation? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it comes down to physical ability. Like for me, about an hour and change drive from there, and I'm the closest one. So it's kind of like, if it comes down to that situation, it's okay. Well, we made it to this spot. It's going to take a couple days just to get to me on foot. But then you got to look, okay, so if we get to POTB, he's another hour and some change south. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, who's capable of making the double trip? You know what I mean? And then Tigers, she's even farther away toward the east. So it's going to be, it almost seems like you want to be careful setting yourself up for, okay, the first stop, so the weakest got to stop here because they can't make it. The second stop, then the second set of weakest people. You know what I mean? So it's like only the strongest people can make it to the end location because it's the farthest away. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out and see how you can kind of level that out, because you don't want to thin out as you go. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little caviar in there. Okay, like I said, a lot of us is from the East Coast. Of course, most of us have ham radios. So, if they are EMP proof or kept in an EMP shield, which I know I have EMP shield wear. So, okay, we get information that there are foreign troops landing on the East Coast from Washington, D.C. down.
Okay.
Now the option will be, are you going to risk going home into what you know's coming, or are you going to stay, Sophia?
I'm gonna stay. What's the point? What's the point of going towards them? I mean, it's just me and my husband, and I've got 3 kids. It's survival of the fittest. It's preservation of yourself, of your children. I wouldn't go back. Nope.
Hutch, what would be your advice to those considering going to the East Coast?
If we got boots on the ground and you deserve that. If this country ain't worth dying for, it damn sure ain't worth running and hiding for. That's no life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Very good. Y'all are well informed. I love this. All right. Sophia, you got a caviar for Hutch?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me think.
All right, Hutch, you got one for Sophia?
No, not that I can think of. I could say it's weird because anything east of the Mississippi River, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? So it's I agree with the have done will travel thing. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be necessary, but you don't have to travel like where I'm at. Coast to coast would make no sense. It's kind of like to the east. My border would be okay. I'll take everything west of the Mississippi River and everything east of the Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Those are my travel lines. Anything on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying? Because those are kind of like natural barriers. You know what I mean? So it's I don't want to jump into it and cause more of a situation. Just being like, hey guys, I'm here. Where do you need me? You know what I'm saying? And it's just a clusterfuck and nobody knows what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like each section needs to make sure that they're taking care of their own kind of situation. Like I'm not opposed to going if I need to go, you know, to do wherever on the coast. But as far as it is right now, you know what I'm saying? Those are my natural boundaries. You know what I mean? Because here in the middle of the country, we live in a completely different world than the people who live on the East Coast and the people who live on the West Coast. You know what I mean? So it's
Absolutely.
I don't want to comfort zone and go to a different country to defend something that I know nothing about. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It really does.
Okay, so Hutch, with your group of people, how would you handle an attack on your compound, your people? Let's say let's say that it's been about a month, everything's still, no comms, no vehicles, everything's still basically dead in the water. How are you going to handle an attack of, let's say 20 militarized men?
We got the high ground, so automatically that gives us the advantage, and we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, so that gives us the advantage. Like, there's only one road in, and it's all gravel. Like, if you've seen my road, it's shit. It'll tear some cars up quick. So it's not going to be hard to block the entrance. So you're going to have like a 2-mile walk uphill, just to get to me. So I'm leaning real hard on the fact that these sons of bitches are going to be exhausted by the time they get to me. And then they're going to be shooting up if they want to try anything. You know what I mean? So strategic location, we got lucky as shit. Like I said, we got the high ground. I've got a perfect little straight shot. A 308 would be perfect straight to the only entrance that comes into this place. So if I could set up some kind of blockade right there at the road, burn the first couple houses down, that way, like, oh, these places have already been fucked up, let's keep going. But if somebody does decide that they want to come through, they have to be on foot, and I can watch them the entire way. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Backwood said cut down a few trees across the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Another thing would be trying to blind, use a blind like camouflage or driveway and whatnot. So make it look abandoned.
Yeah, because see, that's we've got the gatekeeper house up front, so it's just one house. If you drive by, you know what I'm saying, you can see the road and the mailboxes, but you can't see the house. You got to come in maybe a quarter mile or so before you can actually get to the first house, and then the road gets all kinds of fucking autistic and shit. But if you can get the appearance, that all this is blocked off and not worth it, I mean, obviously there would be an art to the way that you line the cars up. If you stack the cars, a certain way, they're gonna be like, oh, what are they trying to hide back here? But if you randomly place the cars, set a few on fire, pop a few tires, you know what I'm saying, to where it looks like, oh, they just had a wreck and they just got stuck here. It doesn't look like you're purposely camouflaging the road. It's just like, oh, they had an incident here. You know what I mean? The little shit like that, it may work, it may not, but it's worth the effort, because if you can get somebody to be like, oh, okay, that's just a wreck, let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's that little bit of extra, it might come in handy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keith said he's going to Sophia's when shift happens. She said she would feed me.
I will. I'll feed you, Keith. I promise.
All right, chat. Y'all got any caviars for Hutch and Sophia? Mountains is definitely good to have on your side because, like Hutch said, they'll be coming up for, to attack. So, that would definitely be the ideal thing, is to have, height on your side.
And it depends on the time of year it is too. That's going to play a huge factor. Obviously, spring and fall is going to be the best because you're not going to be freezing to death and you're not going to be sweating to death. But if you can, if you can hold off until those, 100-degree days or the 8-degree days, you know what I'm saying? That's going to help your situation too.
Monique said some idiot is trying to cook and starts a small forest fire.
There is the secret. Anybody who lives in wildfire country, you want to have a 50-foot clear circle around anything that you don't want to get fucked up. You know what I mean? So that's something that people need to do now to take that concern completely out of your situation. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and knock them trees down and clear you a dry zone around all the shit that you don't want destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It sucks because it opens it up a little bit, but it does protect you and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Sophia, you want to jump in on that one?
I mean, I think one of the hardest things that I'm having a hard time with is I would be so unfamiliar with the area. Like, we're just barely starting to get familiar with. Now, where the hell did she go? She's pressing buttons.
She didn't want to hear you talking. She knew it was going to be some bullshit.
Oh, settle down over there. The hardest part of it all is that I would be totally unfamiliar with the area, the terrain, the landscape, all of it. So, I mean, if there's a wildfire and it's close, I mean, obviously I'm going to move. I mean, it'll be pick up and move. It'll be anybody who wants to come with, anybody who is able to come with, like, just like you said, Hutch, you know, it. So, I mean, that'll be the thing. It'll be move to another safe spot. You have a small little platoon like that coming towards you and you snipe one or two of them, they'll definitely rethink moving forward. Very true, Epileptic.
It depends, though. It depends. Because I will say, if you're in a situation like that, you know, a person is smart, people are fucking stupid. So it might not even register to them, you know, a normal person just going, you know, in a group down the street, it might not even register to them where the shot's coming from. They might panic and run at the danger. You know what I'm saying? It's just out of pure ignorance because they're like, oh, this is the safe way. And they run right toward you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to account for little things like that. It's unlikely. Could happen.
Yeah. And I mean, if you've got a platoon of people coming towards you and if they're spread out through any kind of woodland terrain, any kind of terrain where they're like spread out, even if you take out two of them, they may not realize it. Yeah. And they'll just keep coming.
If you're trying to be in that like if they outnumber you and all you've got is if you're sniping a few here and there, unless you're in a kill box situation, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure and you're kind of poking the bear for no reason because they, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
like you don't want to go out there and be all gung ho like, oh, there's 50 people coming to me. I got 7 people in the party. Let's just start sniping people. You know what I'm saying? You're setting yourself up for failure. Sometimes you just got to act and wait.
Stars is asking. You're going robot. You're going milkmaid. That's the quietest I've ever seen that guy. Robot Hutch, are you there?
I don't know. What do you do with people in the group?
You're still roboting. Keith.
I plugged it in. We'll see if that works.
Oh, you're clear as a bell now.
All right. Try this shit again.
Yeah, Peach says that she can't get back into StreamYard. Come on, Peach.
We got some
Sorry.
today.
I don't know if it was my internet or StreamYard, but StreamYard would not let me back in.
Oh,
Sorry about that, guys.
you're fine.
All right. Where'd it go? Hutch and Sophia, what do you do with the people in the group at the campground who freaks out? There will be some.
Well, I mean, they can either get their shit together, get themselves together, or they will be left behind.
Yeah. So
I mean,
it's,
that's the way I look.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's you. I cut you off. Go ahead.
I mean, of course, it's going to be something that can be upsetting and scary, and that's why it is constantly said in the community, you must prepare your mind. Even if you're just out and about shopping for the day, something can happen. I mean, what, you're going to lose your mind and lose control of yourself? What for? So either get your shit together, get yourself together, get it together, period, or you're going to be fending for yourself.
1,000%. Like shit. It's like I don't know if it's because I'm kind of jaded to doing this for so long, but I'm like, hey, if you haven't caught on by now, I ain't got nothing for you. I'm not a fucking daycare. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be grown ass people who can take care of themselves coming together to take care of everybody, not everybody coming together to take care of you because you're fucking irrational and didn't prepare right. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't got time for that shit.
Absolutely. Star said, what are you doing with the peeps you leave at the campsite? Retaliation and division immediately? Or how are you going to go about that?
What do you mean?
The people left behind at the campsite, are you going to try to divide them, or are you going to retaliate, or how are you going to go about it?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, if we're all splitting up, and let's, just like we discussed earlier, there's going to be like 3 groups or whatever. Like, I don't really see anybody being left behind at the campsite. I see, okay, yeah, you can see panic and all of that happening upon the initial disruption of everything. But if we're going to be splitting into 3 different groups, I don't see anyone left behind. I see, okay, well, you know, all these people click well together, they're going here. All these click well, everyone's good here. Okay, they're going here. And all of us, okay, we're going here. So, I mean, that's the way I see it.
Yeah. Say people are going to naturally click up, and that's what's good about. Like I'm not trying to ride my own nuts, so don't take this the wrong way. But yeah, if like say we were all coming to my spot, then it would be shut the fuck up. I'm leading this bitch because I know where the fuck I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for looky-loos and second guessers and shit. I'm like, you don't know the fucking shit because I live here. So, you know what I'm saying? Once we get to where we're going, then we can figure out what we're doing. But on the journey there, I'm following the motherfucker who knows where he's going. You know what I mean? And anything other than that is just secondary shit. You know?
Absolutely.
But somebody needs to bring Hutch a little plastic sheriff's badge that says, I'm running this shit to the summer get together.
That's the thing. Like, I don't want to run shit. Like, I'll get so far and be like, okay, we're at the fork in the road. I'm doing this over here. If y'all want to do this over here, follow me and shut the fuck up until we get there. If y'all want to go do something else, this is the road that takes you here. This is the road that takes you here. You know what I'm saying? Like in a situation like that, there's no time for arguing and debating and all that other shit. Like this is where we're going. So this is what we're doing. There's nothing else. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. Plain and simple. Once we get there, we'll figure it out. But until then, I'm saying shut the fuck up, play follow the leader. You know.
I always says, what would you do if you don't like someone from the group? Yet you can recognize that without that person, you would be at a disadvantage of survival. They have supplies and knowledge, stick with them or no.
It depends on what their plan is. I mean, what do they have to offer other than you know what I'm saying? Because you can have all the skills and gear in the world, but if you're not in a place to where you know how to apply it correctly, or you're not in one of those positions to where you can share it enough for people to grab on and catch on, you know what I mean? Then you're kind of pointless. Because like if it gets to a situation to where, hey, this one person knows all this stuff, then why the fuck aren't you teaching these people this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be like, oh no, look, I'm the only one. So what if we spend all this time and energy trying to save this one person, but then something happens to them? So you're out all that time, energy, supplies, whatever, trying to protect this one person who, you know what I'm saying, couldn't teach this shit to other people. I mean, you can teach shit on the fly. It's not hard at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. And it goes back to either everyone's going to get their shit together and we're going to get through this, we're going to figure this out, or people can just go and do their own thing.
Absolutely.
Like, in this kind of scenario, we don't have time for the bullshit, the drama, and none of it. Either everyone's going to get together and we're going to figure it out, we're going to live, we're going to survive for as long as we can, or we're all going to be fucked. So...
Right.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Sister Marie. Try not to work too hard. And hey, Yankee, how are you? Miss Sharon said you can teach if you have someone willing to believe they don't know it all.
Well, see, that's that's what's good about being a dick, is if you've got that one person who's like, oh, fuck you, I don't need you. Shit, I'll figure it out on my own. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, struggle, live in the dirt, figure all this shit out, than to deal with some pompous asshole who thinks that he knows every fucking thing. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that shit. Because even in a war zone, you still got to fucking, you know what I'm saying? If you're creating conflict and division in your own shit because of arrogance and attitudes, you got to fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude is going to kill more people than the fucking enemy is. So why even waste your time with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
No, for sure.
I bet that was a cute sight, Susanna. She said they stayed at the house last night and there was a mama bear and her two cubs coming up from the lake.
What'd they taste like?
Right? Ohio said this is a shift situation, no time to share knowledge beforehand.
Well, but that's what we're doing now, though. See, that's the thing, is not a single person should be in charge of a single thing. Everybody should know a little bit about a little bit. That way they can pull their own weight. If you got one person, you know, if you got a whole group of people and there's only one person who knows how to do this one specific thing, he's a liability, because then now you got to spend all this time and energy protecting him. When it's like I said, if you're going to be on the road for 3 or 4 days walking, you're going to have to come across those situations. You're like, hey, show me what you would do here. And then he would show everybody, and then everybody would help each other, you know what I'm saying, along the way. But if it's just one person, like, okay, I'm going to go do this, and then you guys can come over here, like, that seems like you're setting me up for failure. You know what I mean? Like, show me what the fuck you're doing. Tell me why you're doing it. Otherwise, it's just pointless. I'm just playing follow the leader for no fucking reason. You know?
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
backwoods is 100% right. You got to figure, okay, for those of us who do not live in the area, don't frequent the area, whatever the case, we will be at the mercy of those who do know the area. So either, like, straight up, if you're coming to the summer get together, like, you need to feel confident in what you're doing and the connections you're making with everybody. And if you don't, then, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or insensitive. It's just like, we will be at the mercy if a scenario happens to Hutch, Backwoods, POTB, Doc Mac, Tiger.
No.
So, I mean, either you feel confident enough in their leadership and their guidance to help you get through this, or you do not.
Right. Like, if you get to a spot to where you question your leadership, separate yourself from that group, because if you're questioning it, it's only going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get to a point to where you resolve your questioning of that leadership, leave the group. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only going to make it worse for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I mean, I look at it this way, us going into your area, and, several others, we would have to look to y'all for the leadership. Y'all know the area. Y'all know the best means of protection, the best way to get food, the waterways, and everything else. Y'all would be able to, better guide us than, let's say, me going in, and trying to take over, which I would not try to do, but you see what I'm saying. I mean, because y'all are, a lot of us in the community, already look up to and respect, a lot of y'all. So,
No, and that's the thing. Like I say, I mean, again, for the majority of us, we're going to somewhere where you may have vacationed or drove through, but you don't live there. So get it together. That's what it's going to be. No matter when it happens, where it happens, what time of day, no matter where you are, you have to have that mindset that no matter what, you can get through it. Whether it's you're out grocery shopping and something happens and you need to get back to your house because your kids are there, or whatever the case. Like upstairs, y'all.
And it could be like, just because this is my, you know what I'm saying, like my area, doesn't mean I know shit. Just because I know the route to get home doesn't mean I know shit. You know what I mean? So that's where the redundancy would come in. You don't tell everybody, because you never know what could happen. Somebody could get grabbed and tortured, and tell them, hey, they're going this way. Each person who has the one, like if you're the person that has the one skill, you pick 2 or 3 people and you let them know, hey, this is what's going on. Same thing with, what I'm saying, if it was me, I'd be like, okay, we're going here. I'm not going to tell you exactly where. Like, we're going south for so many days. You know what I'm saying? And then you just take 2 or 3 people and be like, okay, here's a, I'm saying, you can get a map, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Or even just, the hillbilly thing. Hey, turn left at the, the cut down tree next to the fucking half a barbed wire fence. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
Right.
You tell a few people, that way it's not all on you. Because if, you know what I'm saying, I'm leading 20 people down the road and I get shot in the face, well, y'all are just fucked. You know what I mean? So it makes no sense,
Absolutely.
You got to be able to share your knowledge, but you got to be smart about what you share and who you share it with, because not everybody needs to know everything at all times.
That's right, because I mean, opposite. Need I say more?
Right.
They making me jealous. They talking about mountains. Backwoods said, remember, the areas change over time. Just because you've been there a couple of times doesn't mean you really know the area. Absolutely.
Yep.
The person leading you out of there that lives locally may not need your guns when they get close to their home. Will you fight that leader or go on by yourself somewhere else? That's from who?
It honestly depends on who's leading.
Sophia?
I mean, honestly, you guys, like, okay, if it happens there's no coming back to where I'm at now. If they're infiltrating through the East Coast and how close I am to the actual East Coast, there's no coming back here. So either I'm going to be okay working together with whomever it be, whether it's Hutch or someone else, and we're going to do this shit, or I'm going to go off on my own with whoever else. And that'll be that. Like, options will slim down. So for everybody in the YouTube community, when you're making connections through our community, make sure those connections you're making are with people you know will have your back, and you will truly and loyally have theirs. Don't waste your time with people who you are unsure of.
Absolutely. Yankee said, Hutch, I would explain why they don't want to go the way they want to go one time and then let them make their own choice.
I agree 1,000%. You see, that's the way I'd set up. Because, like, if it was a situation where I'm bringing 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking people back to my spot, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is my spot. You know what I'm saying? This is the People's Republic of Hutch. So if somebody wants to be an asshole about it and complain the whole way, like, I don't want you at my spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was something planned out ahead of time, like, hey, we're going to come do this and you're going to be the mag, you know what I'm saying? Then we could work around that. But in a have-to situation, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. At the end of the day, this is my shit. If you're going to disrespect me and my shit, then me and my shit are not going to protect you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you that choice. I'm like, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. If you ain't down with it, deuces.
Absolutely.
There's no point in fighting for people who don't want to be fought for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And like Miss Sharon said, you know, let me come back up here to it. Trust would be the biggest issue. You know, and you know, I completely agree. You know, trust is an issue, especially, you know, within communities, you know, whether it's on the internet or whether it's, you know, in real life.
Right.
Backwood said it's not really following blindly. You still have a mind of your own and a gut feeling. Always trust that, but use the right people for y'all's advantage of the group.
Yeah.
TT1 said everyone has assets to bring.
It's true. And everybody's asset is worth the hassle, though. You got to remember that too. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot of downtime. Like if there's gonna be a lot of downtime. So personality is gonna be a big factor, especially the situation. You're gonna see who freaks out, who jumps up to play fucking Rambo. You know what I mean? Who's Mr. Know-it-all? You know, that's what's good about a couple-day walk or journey to any kind of location is you're gonna see how those people deal with the hard shit. By the time you get to your final destination, you could already have that group split up. Like, okay, this isn't going to work, but you'll be fine if you go this way. You know what I mean? There's no time for favorites and friendship when motherfuckers are about to die. You know what I mean? Fuck your feelings. We don't get along, so we're not going to be able to accomplish anything. So I'm gonna go my way, and you take you and whoever wants to go with you that way. I'm gonna tell you what's over this way and let you go on your own. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in bringing unnecessary drama to your shit if you don't have to, regardless of, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Some people are going to die, and some people are going to be your friends. Some people are going to be people that you thought were your friends, and you're like, no, fuck, you're batshit crazy. You go the fuck over there. You know what I'm saying? It's not all hugs and kumbaya. You know what I mean? That's why this shit, you know what I'm saying, you got to be prepared mentally. You've got to be able to look at one of your best friends in the world and be like, you're a piece of shit. You're holding us down. Get the fuck out of here. You've got to be able to make those calls, plain and simple. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And chat's got so many good comments. They really do. Pilot said, in a shift situation, the biggest issue prep people will have is keeping a sleep or guard rotation going if it's just a couple or family. Absolutely.
But see, that's where your bushcraft skills would come in, because you can make if you're on the road, you can make a spider hole. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to crawl up underneath one of those drainage ditches and sleep in a culvert under the road. You know what I mean? You got to think outside the box. It's not going to be as tricky as people think it's going to be, because everybody overthinks it. I'm saying it's surviving is not some giant technical fucking book that you got to do. Improvising on the spot, like, hey, I don't want to die, so let me dig a hole and lay under some leaves tonight so nobody fucking kills us. You know what I mean? It's you got to be able to do that kind of shit on the fly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that imagination to adapt.
Absolutely. You know, especially you come together as a group. You know, in my opinion, you know, you need to have each other's backs. You know, because someone's demise, you know, let's say they get caught and they're being tortured, like Hutch said earlier, you know, they
I don't
could
gotta
give
worry about
away.
that.
Right. Sophia be like, please, sir, can I have another? Oh, yeah.
That was fucked, Hutch. Why you gotta out me like that?
She's like, what you got? You got some battery cables? Shit, let's go.
Oh my. Well, I mean, you know.
And now we have come to the busting balls section of this program.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me get my step stool.
I got one right here handy.
I got one in the kitchen.
Guys, I have truly enjoyed this. Y'all have had great, you know, answers and comebacks, the caviars, you know, from both of y'all and the chat. Oh my Lord. You know, and I think for a lot of us, you know, that will be going to the meetup, it kind of gave a peace of mind. You know, because, you know, a lot of us is going to be out of our element, you know, and what, you know, and, you know, to a certain degree, all of us is on panic. It's all going to be about the mindset. Like Backwoods preaches, you know, daily. You have to prep your mind.
Yes. And again, it comes back to, in this community, find your people. There's a bunch of us here, and as hard as we all try to get along, it doesn't happen. You know, we can all be civil to each other, and, you know, to each their own, but find those connections that you know you got loyal people, you got people who got your back, you got theirs, and stick with them. And have faith that no matter what, at the very least, you're going to die on your feet.
Right.
Absolutely.
See, like a lot of people make it something bigger than it has to be, but living is not a technical thing that you need to educate yourself on. It's just doing what you got to do. Get out of your fucking way and figure that shit out. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, I don't have a sleeping bag. How am I going to let me sleep up against a tree and hope somebody doesn't kill me? Well, then you probably deserve to die if that's your idea of survival. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. If you're not willing to put in that extra little bit of brain power, figure out a way to make it work for yourself, you damn sure ain't going to do it for a group. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Backwoods said, you know, find people's strengths and utilize them for the betterment of the group. I mean, absolutely. You know, each of us brings something significant to the group that someone else may not have.
Not me.
You didn't.
Miss Sharon.
He's telling it right in his mouth.
Sophia offers Chris. That's what she brings.
Bullshit. I'll die for that man.
Just saying, some people like headshots. That's all I'm saying. Ask my instructor. Miss Sharon said, think about this. Maybe there's someone that you may not really like. Would you or could you use them in some way?
I ain't gonna lie. If I don't like you, it's kind of hard for me to hide who I don't fuck with. So, like, if you want to tag along, then you're indentured servitude. Carry that bag, bitch. But as soon as you get on my nerves, I'm cutting you loose, plain and simple. Like, I'll never act like I'm your friend just to use you. I'm gonna use you and let you know that I don't like you and I'm using you. If you got a problem with it, you can go somewhere. You know what I mean? Life's too short to be sugarcoating shit.
And the way I look at it, if I don't like you, I'm not going to fuck with you. I'm not going to be around you. So I'm not going to have to worry about being around people that I don't fuck with. If I don't fuck with you, if I don't like you, I don't want you around me. Simple as that. I'm like, I think it's a very beautiful humanity in Hutch to say what he said. Okay, carry the bag. Hutch, I couldn't even do that.
Well, I'm nicer than you, dick.
Yeah.
TT1 said, Chris is riding on the back of my bike. Sophia recognized, girl.
That's fine, TT1. I'll be riding my own bike.
I can see
y'all
Chris and
by.
TT1. They got the little tandem bike just pedaling in unison and shit. I can see it.
You know, I've had several people ask me why bring Hutch and Sophia to the table together. I don't know if people realize it or not, but both Hutch and Sophia are alphas. They're leaders.
I ain't no alpha. I ain't no alpha.
I am just me, and I am not for everyone. I'm just me, you guys. If I need to take charge, I'll take charge. If I need to kick back and go in the rear with the gear, I'll do that too.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I will run my mouth. I will run my mouth the whole time.
See, that's kind of the problem, though, is too many people claim themselves as alphas, and they're just arrogant pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I've definitely run into a few of those. I agree. I'm just me.
Right.
That's
I'd
it.
say the sign of a great leader would be somebody who knows when to shut the fuck up and pass the responsibility off to somebody else.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Well, oh no, I mean I could. Yeah, okay, I could do that. But I'm still gonna run my mouth.
Oh, I mean that's a must. You got to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't stop being you just because the world's fucking ended. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oho said, get in the rear, Sophia.
Yep.
Gear in the rear.
No. I'll be in the rear with the gear, not putting the gear in my. Everyone's got see, and that's why I was so apprehensive to do the TFF Friday stream. Because now look at it, I got Hutch busting me for it. I got Ohio. Damn it, you guys.
Pilot said in the movie Shift, the two characters, Hutch and Sophia, both die, whose death upsets you more.
Yeah, let's get that honest answer, Peach. Let's get that honest answer, Peach.
Honestly, Sophia would. She's my sister. I love you, Hutch.
I'm out. No,
I love you, Hutch, but Sophia, my girl.
I'm seeing my name. I'm seeing my name down in chat. I am not seeing Hutch's. So
that's because these people know that they don't have to say my name to know how they feel about me. We're connected. You know what I'm saying? Sophia needs that reassurance. Go ahead and keep patting her on the head. She needs it, y'all.
Susanna says she just likes hanging with her peeps. That's it.
Right?
No, it's like, see, that's one of those questions you're gonna have to actually have to deal with, and people can't get butthurt about the answer, because I mean, real shit. I've got a few people, y'all know who my people are: tribe, backwoods, native, hot beat. You know what I'm saying? Those are my fucking brothers. And if it came to anybody in here, in the chat, on the panel, against those people, I'm riding with them, plain and simple. And you can't get butthurt about it. You know what I mean?
My heart is completely fucking shattered now. Thanks.
You'll be all right.
Thanks.
Rub some dirt on it.
Gosh, what did I hit you?
I mean, you know, that's like, you know, like you've been known to say, Hutch, you know, and Sophia's the same way. You know, I have people I don't fuck with. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that. You know, they want to say, fuck you, bitch. You know, I'm like, okay. You know, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, look, like the world doesn't stop just because somebody doesn't like you, and you got no fucking control over it. Because I mean, if you're fake, then you're gonna make everybody else hate you too. So all you can do is be you and gather the motherfuckers around you who appreciate you for being you. Anybody else?
That's 100%, like legit. If somebody doesn't like you, deal with it. Go about your way. Why are you going to let somebody else not liking you affect your whole entire being, mood, everything? Like, that's a total waste of fucking time.
Right.
Absolutely. You know, it's all about staying true to yourself, true to your mag, for lack of a better way of putting it. You know, I have friends, you know, I have friends with the guys. I have, you know, my girls. You know, and there's a lot of people in chat, you know, that I do feel comfortable with. You know, and I do my damnedest to protect them just like I would the ones on panel.
And you got to look at it. You might be put in a situation to where you have to choose. You know what I'm saying? So, like, say I'm in a situation to where they're both caught, and I can only save one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be you're going to potentially have those situations, and you need to actually think about, you know, the pluses and minuses, not just the fucking friendship part of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can only save one. Who am I going to save? You know what I'm saying? And you got to. There can't be no feelings involved. It's got to be logical for the situation. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As hard as it can be, especially for us women. Sometimes you have to set your emotions aside, and you really have to look at things objectively, regardless of if you want to or not. No matter how much your heart is breaking, or you want to cry, or you want to give up, or you want to say fuck it all. Sometimes you have to just take a step back from that, gain your ground, and be objective. It's hard. It is hard, especially because you men, Hutch, all of you men can look at things so differently, and you guys can automatically remove your feelings from it. For a woman, that's something that we have to learn.
Right, and that's why y'all will never be president. I'm just saying.
Don't make me go get my power suit on.
Right.
But there is a difference between being rational and being heartless. You know what I mean? It's a fine line, but you've got to be able to know the distinction. Because even if you make the right call, if you make it for the wrong reasons, then you could lose everything that you've got. You know what I mean? Like the people will look at you different, things like that. You got all that shit into account. You know what I mean?
TT wants to talk about, what do you mean, all you men?
Men can definitely, and I mean, in a sense, I'm kind of envious of it, because like I say, us women have to learn this, and it is not easy. It took me, oh my gosh, you guys, it took me a long time. You men can separate your emotions and feelings from a intense shift type scenario. You guys can do that automatically. That's what I mean by you men, TT1. Us women, it's something that, hell, there's a lot of women that still haven't learned how to do it. And like I say, I mean, it's hard. It's not easy.
Mm-mm. Not at all. Uh, chat is killing it. Chat is killing it.
TT1, what are your pronouns?
They and
Right. Hey, but like I said, I've enjoyed this. You guys did awesome. Y'all want to hang out a bit? All right. Anybody in chat want to come up and hang with us?
My kids are being good. Chris is at work. He told me to give you all his his love. He was jealous that he wasn't going to be able to watch this.
That's why there's reruns. I expect to comment in a couple hours. No excuses.
Absolutely. I'll take and drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. Y'all know my deal. If I don't trust you, I'm not letting you up on my panel. Sorry. That's just how it is.
The backwoods and Sharon, like I hear what y'all are saying, but you got to remember, like there's no such thing as a 100% answer. Every single answer has nuance to it, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So don't take everything as face value. You know what I'm saying? It's there's always going to be exceptions, and there's always going to be little ways to tweak things. But the general, you know what I'm saying? These are just general things. Like, hey, if I don't like you, fuck you. You can die. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can find a use for you, I'm gonna put you to work. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's still gonna be like, fuck you. I don't care if you live or die. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that black and white. There's always a gray area in things like this. You know what I mean? Situations, attitudes. You know what I'm saying? If you go, there's been plenty of people that I fucking hate. Like I had a big old corn-fed boy from Wyandotte. You know what I'm saying? First time I ever met him, I'm running my mouth playing cards and shit. He sucker punches me right here. Hate this motherfucker. Like, I would beat you to death with a fucking mop ringer. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, me and him are the best fucking friends in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take a blade for you. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to go through some things to be able, you know what I'm saying, to get that trust, or that, hey, okay, you might not be so bad after all. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all black and white. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Chris's first day of school. I love it. Oh, we got a taker. Oh, my brother. What's up, Backwoods?
What's up?
Hi, Backwoods.
First off, I wanted to come up here and say, you women, I'm about to put y'all in y'all's fucking place. Without us men, y'all ain't gonna fucking survive. So the best thing for you to do is accept the fact that us men are superior, and that y'all's asses will be in the kitchen cooking for us, and you also will be in the bedroom giving us some during shit hits the fan. And it's the way it is. That's all there is to it. So I don't want to hear no bullshit about it.
I'm gonna have
Done.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure I have plenty of dog leashes to keep y'all in line and shit.
Right.
You see this? You see this right here? What is this? This is a foot. It's put down. Done.
You see that? You see that?
You see, look, let me show you. The feet is down. What does that say? Papa bear, bitches. Papa bear. You see what I'm saying? The feet have been put down. Papa bear. Just saying.
That is a foot being put down. That.
Right? Absolutely.
You had it right, Sophia. You were laid out, stretched out with laid down. That's exactly where we want you, unless you're in the kitchen fucking cooking.
Oh, I've already
No.
got dinner going. Dinner will be done by the time hubby's home.
Never a dull moment. I love it. how you been, Backwoods?
I'm good. Just been doing a lot of stuff, you know, with my business. Had to do some shopping yesterday. Put some money back into my business yesterday, and I also bought. Let me show y'all. I bought it for the camp out, and yes, I'm still in my pajama pants, and I don't care. Y'all motherfuckers have seen me for long enough. So
Gotcha, Susanna.
I bought this for 100-watt solar panel kit for the camp out. Bought that yesterday, and I've also been researching, and I am going to build a project that basically it's going to be I'm going to have it at the camp out for a show and tell, show what I did, how I built the project. It's going to be pretty fucking cool. It's going to be useful at the campsite, and I'm going to build this for around $100. It's going to cost
I
about
already know what it is. So if anybody wants to PayPal me $79.99, I'll give you a tip.
That's bullshit, Hutch. That's bullshit.
With you. You get 30 cents for $20 I make.
Ay.
No,
I'm laughing at the women. They talking about one in the head, two in the dick for good measure.
I want to know where.
That's why
I want to know where the I want to know where the binoculars are so I can see through all this bullshit.
Monique. Sup, Susanna?
You're gonna think that it's all bullshit, and once that hand gets to whipping that ass, after shit hits the fan to get you straightened out, we can do that. You know.
You cannot threaten me with a good time, Backwoods. You can't. It doesn't work like that. At least threaten me with something that is actually going to, you know, motivate me in the proper direction.
Man.
Now, see, because of that, Chris is going to come home and he's going to smack my ass because of that. Watch.
Well, he should.
Hey, unless he's waterboarding you, I have no interest.
I like that.
That sounds like fun, though.
Sophia, that comment of yours did not go with the comment up on the screen.
Let me see. In the bedroom 24/7, probably there, then y'all gals will be happy. Damn it, epileptic. Y'all aren't right. It is way too early for this total fuck fill. It is too early.
Right?
Man, let me tell you, I want to tell you right now, Sophia, after what I heard the other night, I mean, I was embarrassed like the whole next day when I was going to the store, just from what I had heard. Even though the people didn't know what I had heard, I was so embarrassed that I just kind of held my head down in the store and went in and got my stuff and left, man, because, you know, I mean, the stuff that y'all talked about Friday night was I don't know, man. It's
I think
well, what did they talk about, Backwoods? I was gone for a lot of it.
Right. I had to find religion and go get a priest and shit to fucking.
And you men are supposed to be alpha tough men in this community, and y'all can't handle a couple of women and a couple gentlemen up on panel talking about sexual preferences and stories. Y'all need to get out of your feelings.
Hey, who are you to tell us men what we should be feeling?
Well, you're the ones over there. You're the ones over there trying to make me feel bad about enjoying sex and this and that. Absolutely the fuck not. I ain't got no shame.
Was somebody eating the estrogenic Impossible Burger?
Great.
Hutch,
Night Wizard.
Hutch, this is some bullshit, man, up on here. We shouldn't be having to put up with this bullshit.
Right? I mean,
From such
surrounded by
inferior
fucking
beings.
Nazis. You know what I mean? A bunch of
Right.
man haters.
We shouldn't be putting up with this shit from such inferior beings to us.
Right?
The what?
I'm just saying.
There's
I don't
definitely
trust
going to be
people
some
who-
ass whipping taking place.
Oh yeah, there will be. My husband's behind me right now.
Y'all bring it. That's all I got to say. Y'all bring it.
He's just cracking up. He's just smacked my ass a little bit.
Ooh, Susanna will be dropped off panel here in a minute.
You gotta catch me first.
All right. Y'all got to remember, us women can do something you men can't do.
I love you too, Backwoods.
Right?
Backwoods looks so forlorn right now.
Like, damn it, Hutch, you left me hanging.
I ain't scared of you gals. It's Sunday. I'm chilling.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful day.
Elusive said, please forgive me if I look a little on the defensive when I arrive with a bulletproof codpiece.
Right?
That's a good move, Elusive. Good move.
We can give birth. And from what I hear, some women can stand up and pee too. Just saying, not me.
I've known a few that could. It's creepy.
Right? Who?
I'm not a lady. I'm a bitch. I freely admit it. I own that shit. Oh,
Mama
we got
tried.
another one.
Mama tried. Daddy won, though.
I'm glad I know whose picture that is.
Oh shit. That's it.
Oh,
That's it. I'm leaving. This is about to get up.
You straight got Backwoods blushing over there. Oh, it is coming down out here.
it looks like all red and sore. What's it been doing?
Right? What you been doing over there is red.
What? Why are we like, we should be in the middle. Because that way we can reach out
Shit.
and we can reach out and knock shit around, knock you motherfuckers around when it's time, we
Technically, we should be on the top.
Right.
No. Alright. Wait a minute.
Come back.
All y'all in the chat need to grow.
There you go.
Fucking children.
There you go. That better?
I don't like being next to Sophia.
You will not be next to Sophia. You caught in the middle. You're right where you need to be.
No, man. That's the perfect deal there. You can just reach out and fucking slap both of them when they get out of line. Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I bet you won't. I bet you women won't speak so freely when you got a swole up ass lip.
I
I
hit
bet
back.
right.
I hit back.
Absolutely.
Am I stirring the pot, Hutch?
I don't think you've said anything that's not 100% facts yet so far.
Hutch is a glutton for punishment, so that's been
Right.
established.
He'll reach out and slap me and Sophia, and we'll come back with a fist. Fuck that slap shit.
And then I'm coming after Backwoods for telling Hutch to do it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're so violent. You know what I mean? Like I'm
I'm
happy
saying.
with my role in life. I accept the role that I was given in this world.
Okay.
Right. And we're very passionate about, our roles that we've been given, so there's no need for y'all to get all violent and shit.
Right?
I mean,
Hey,
y'all just should.
take it up with us. Take it up with the creator, man. He's the one that made y'all. We just follow the rules.
Right.
There you go, Yankee. I wouldn't do that, Billy. Waking up with a slit throat doesn't sound like fun.
Oh my God, it's so hot down here in the city.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If your balls are the size of a basketball, you might want to go get that checked out right quick. I don't think they're supposed to be that big. I know they're not supposed to be that big.
Right, random. Where's Monique for this convo? We need her binoculars.
Oh, I'm about to go up in the bedroom and get the binoculars. Why y'all being so quiet now?
Right?
I'm still just, I can't believe that y'all had such violence and filth in y'all's mouth. It's really disturbing. And
It just goes to show that like soap in the mouth doesn't work at all.
Elusive talking about Mrs. Hutch is always threatening to cut people. You don't think Hutch has heard that before? He ain't afraid of a slap.
Right? That's why I grow the beard. It's like a cushion. Like, bring it. Psh, nothing.
Oh, really now, TT1? I'm going
What
to
is
say it
TT1?
again. Huh? He said we
What?
should have gave more than a rib.
Right?
My mind goes totally fuck south, so he may want to clarify that statement for me.
All right. But he's
That's
talking about
right.
Adam giving the rib to make Eve.
See, all the men knew what he was talking about. I'm just saying.
I know that, but like, what more should have been given?
Right? Us women have balls too. We just don't wear them between our legs. We wear ours for the whole world to see.
Backwoods. Shit's
I got on here because it's Sunday, and I thought we were going to do a nice, peaceful, Sunday talk. It's the Lord's Day, and I can't believe that y'all are doing this. And I'm stunned.
Okay, but why am I getting threatened with the fat lip?
Yeah, poor Susanna ain't said nothing.
hey, you're guilty by association. Don't come in here playing all innocent, motherfucker.
Right?
TT1 said a leg or a whole ass torso.
What parts would be included with that torso?
Ass apparently. You know I'm gonna poke fun at everybody. Yankee said it's all Adam's fault. The first offer was for a arm and a leg. Y'all are bad.
If she only had one arm, though, she couldn't make sandwiches and do the dishes properly.
You make your own damn sandwich. You have 2 hands. You got 2 legs, boy. Get in there and make a sandwich.
Now, if my guy was to ask me to make him a sandwich, I might would make one. But you ain't gonna flat out tell me to get in there and cook. Nah.
Like, get in there and make me a fucking sandwich.
Nope.
Nope.
I give you a nice swift sack tap. Straighten you right out. It'll straighten you right out. I'm serious.
Maybe that's what he wants.
Well, I mean, if he wants to waller around on the floor for, a good 15 minutes, I mean, that's on him. Who am I to judge?
Right.
I just don't get it, Hutch. After 53 years of whooping them sumbitches around all over the place, man, they get tough as nails. They're like old leather sack there.
Right.
You can't hurt it.
I fucking can't. I cannot do it.
I sharpen my knife on it
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's like sandpaper. It's just a baby making callus is all it is after surgery.
Right?
Hey, Mad Sad.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shots fired. And who are you talking to there, TT1?
I'm going to need you to be quiet and go ahead and put that pot pie in the oven. He must be talking to you because ain't no pot pie here. So
No. And it's not my day to cook. There's actually a man cooking today.
That's every day is y'all's day to cook.
The day that
I beg
is
to differ. I do what I want.
I can see y'all. I can see that it's going to take a lot of training with y'all. Y'all have not been trained properly.
Well, backwoods, we'll do it this way. At the meetup, you bring the leashes and I'll bring the puppy pads and the rolled up newspaper, and we'll figure that shit out somewhere or another.
Don't worry, Dean. Don't worry. I'm gonna bring the castration bands and the shock collars. They're gonna get it straightened right out.
All right, I'll bring the knives. And I'm going to make sure they're good and rusty.
Come on, boys. Why you all look like deers in headlights? Damn it. Yeah. I'm just trying to enjoy a cup of coffee, Liza. And I'm not going to be.
Hey, the bad thing about that is, Hutch, is that on some of them nights when you was real fucked up, they look real good when you go to, you hit it and go to sleep, and then when you wake up, that's usually what they fucking look like.
Well, it sounds like y'all better get some better taste then. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Why you judging?
How
Why
is
you
that my
judging?
fault?
Yeah.
Look, first thing she wants to do is insult somebody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
It
Well-
makes no sense. Makes no sense.
You're over there insulting some sort of women and whatnot. I mean, how is that my fault? Y'all chose, I mean, I am not guilty.
That's exactly what a guilty person says.
Well,
There's the prisons are full of not guilty people.
Right?
Swear up
We
and
are.
down.
And I wasn't
Swear up
guilty
and down.
when I was in there.
Swear up and down. I wasn't even around that area. I don't know how y'all are hemming me up with this shit.
Well, it sounds like you didn't run it right. You're smart. You don't get caught.
I didn't say anything about me being in there. I'm just talking about the prisons are full of guilty people, or not guilty people.
Guilty people. I'm going to be everywhere.
Oh, how? Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, I totally believe that.
Okay,
She said she'll be good now.
I've gotten myself together. I'm going to drink my coffee now.
Mm. Oh, Lord, random. Not me. Not me at all. I was not jealous. Nope.
Man, these men are so quiet. Usually they're so mouthy, and it's like I don't know how to
That's
feel
because
about
we
that.
have manners, ma'am. We're waiting for the ladies to finish talking.
It's ma'am.
Right? Preferably, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Shit,
Hello?
Yankee,
What?
I don't know if inbred chickens taste different than regular chickens or not. I wouldn't think so.
How do you know an inbred chicken from a regular chicken? That's what I want to know. Like,
One's carrying an Arkansas flag and one's not.
Oh,
are you
That'll
gonna
be
let him
Chris.
disrespect you like that, backwoods?
Well, he was talking about the non-inbred will be carrying an Arkansas flag.
Chris, what's going
Boogaloo!
on? Look, you
I
can't
miss you,
even say
Booba.
hi to your fucking husband. What kind of shit is that?
I miss you, booba. They're
Random
picking on
said-
me, Chris, and they're picking on me.
absolutely.
What I'm trying to figure out is why the fuck TT1 is down there and not up here.
Right.
Even
Yeah,
this
come on,
shit.
TT1.
He's scared.
Is that true, Jen? Are you being serious? Or are you yanking my chain?
Ma'am, all the
I'd like to
way.
have my chain yanked.
Backwoods.
Babe, it's been a shit show. It's been a shit show. I'm getting picked on. They're being rude.
Wah, wah, wah.
They're trying to make me feel bad about my Friday stream, Christopher.
You're trying to make yourself feel bad about your Friday stream.
I don't feel bad. That's the thing.
Then why are you still bringing it up?
Exactly.
I am tattling on y'all to my husband.
Sounds like you haven't let that emotional problem go yet.
Right?
Emotions.
Well, maybe she wants to get spanked.
I do want to get spanked, Christopher. Get home.
Hey, Chris wants the link.
Oh, he must be on break.
Coming
Who's in
up.
my bed? Who's in my
I will
bedroom?
say though, the first hour of this live was good with the minus the exceptions of somebody talking, but it was
You go outside, go potty. It's raining.
Wow. Well, love you too, Hutch.
I wasn't pointing at you. I was saying that one.
I mean, Peach, I want, in response to that, I want to say that, like, the first 5 minutes were real good when it was just me and you. And then someone had to come up here and fuck it all up. It's like that guy that comes to the party that really wasn't invited, but he's there. So you're just like, okay. And then he starts fucking around and you're like, no. Where's the zip ties?
Uh-oh, y'all in trouble now.
Who's a good
What's up, Chris?
Hey, look, y'all need to take it easy. Leave the poor girl alone, okay? She's having a hard day. First day without her husband in the new house, okay?
Come on. Ooh, careful, bud.
Hey, Chris, I like you. I will take it easy on Peach from now on. But fuck Sophia.
You see what I mean? Come. I know it's raining though, buddy.
I'm over here trying to put in a hard day's work, and first day,
Oh,
learn
you're full of
everything.
baloney. You full of baloney.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like on y'all's trip to y'all's new home, y'all stopped by the fucking wine factory and got a whole bunch of it. Y'all spilling that shit all over the place. Wine, wine, wine. That's all I hear from y'all too.
Aren't you just the judgy?
Those people move from out of country in California and they bring their goddamn commie feelings with them. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, it's all fucking peace circles and hugs and shit. What the fuck?
Exactly.
I expect that kind of talk from Hutch. But Backwoods, I expect better of you. Okay, I expect better of you.
Bud, I'm sorry to let down your expectations, but
hold on. I am dead.
And technically, Backwoods started it.
Now, see, why are you picking on your little sister like that? If you guys are so close, the little sister.
But she's my sister. I am trying to toughen her up and make sure that
she's plenty tough.
Well, I don't. I'm seeing a little bit of whining and a little bit of, she's kind of there with a little back talk and stuff, but she has been whining a little bit. So there's a little bit of work going on.
Okay, Backwoods. How about this? I'll do this.
Watch out! Move! I'm gonna get you water.
She'll do the spanking.
Well, I just want y'all to know when y'all tell me to get in the kitchen and make a sandwich, I mean, this is essentially what you're going to get. Who's the goodest boy? Who's the goodest boy?
I guess y'all got that, did you?
See what I mean, Chris? My sister is not quite there yet. There's still some training needing to happen here.
Are you saying that dog food ain't good enough? That is some high quality dog food.
She is just fine the way she is.
Poor old Chris that's stuck at work.
He'll be off work soon.
A couple more hours to go.
I will have you know, honey, dinner will be ready when you get home.
Ooh, look at that. Man, I'm ready.
Just know she was on the stream earlier and was cutting up the food. And
I done scared Hutch away.
She was cutting up the food and it fell on the floor and some of it fell in the dog bowl and all that and the dog water, but she just stuck it in there. She didn't wash it off.
Ain't nothing cut up in there back.
No.
Wood, so try again.
Potatoes. Golden potatoes.
Those are the red ones.
Yeah.
Those are the red ones.
Okay.
Take your time, Hutch. He said his interwebs is being stupid.
Yeah. He cannot hang under pressure.
TT1 talking about Sophia, we're really sorry.
Oh.
And then he said, no dog food for me, thank you.
Hey, I gotta do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Hold on. What did you say, Peach? The rain is like really loud out here and I'm giving the dog water.
TT1 said, we're really sorry. And then up underneath it, he said, no dog food for me, thank you.
Oh, see? TT1, I don't need an apology from you. You're a good boy.
I think he was saying that they're sorry so they don't have to get dog food for supper.
Well, I mean, it is, what is it called? It is for large breed dogs. So, I mean, I think it'll work for them all right, Peach.
That's quality dog food. That shit's not cheap. That's not that Alpo and shit like that. So,
No.
how you doing, sweetheart?
Malicious, squirrely, because it's raining.
Yeah. No, I asked
Any
how are
rent?
you doing?
I'm doing okay, honey. The kids are being good. Had a good show with Peach. Dinner's making, so it's raining. I do
Yeah.
have the fireplace set. I figured out how to do it. Go me. I thought about doing laundry, and then I decided I wasn't going down that basement by myself.
Chris, TT1 said, how was your first day back?
It's going pretty good, TT1. I mean, it's pretty laid back here. I tell you what, though, I got some real interesting individuals that work here. One of the yard spotters, the yard goat drivers, he identifies as Amanda.
You.
Sounds like he's Amanda Hug a Kiss.
No, not when he stands, I guess, 6'2", 6'3", stocky, blonde hair. Yeah, and wants to be called Amanda.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Thank you, Ohio.
Thank you. So that's one of two. There's
What's
a
the
second
second one?
The second one works the third shift, the Wednesday through Saturday, and is a clerk and is not as easily tellable that he is a she.
So it really looks like a gal?
I guess so. I don't know. I'll find out Wednesday, I guess.
I want full details. I want to know what the boobs look like. Is it pretty?
I don't know.
Chris, will you touch the boobs to see if they're like lifelike or?
I don't need to be fired on my first week. Okay, thanks. No thanks. I don't dabble in that way.
But still, you still have to at least cop a feel down there to see if there's been a sex change.
Oh no, we're not talking about what you Arkansas people would do. Okay, you know. All right.
Well, I mean, you got to know if the damn person is a real, has been changed.
I don't care. As long as they stay in their own lane, I'll stay in mine. All right. I don't want to be drug into fucking HR.
HR is a bitch.
Well, but see how you handle HR is you go in there and you're like, look, I just wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what the person was so that I could call them by their right gender and right, I'm just trying to learn, that's what you do.
But then they're going to give him a list of pronouns.
Yeah, you explain to them that you're trying to be up with the 2022, with calling out the right pronouns, being correct, you're just trying to figure it out,
Look, as soon as I heard that, the first thing that went through my mind was Tom McDonald. I'm a little confused when a dude walks up with a beard and a breast. Okay.
Right.
Keith said they don't be calling Chris Christina.
I don't think so.
I will dress you for work Wednesday so you look spectacular.
Nope. There's a dick down there. Thanks.
Jim Carrey will get the tutu, the hair, and the little pigtail sticking up. You will look fucking fantastic rolling into work. You're going to fit right in.
Speaking of fact work.
I love you, honey.
I love you more, sweetheart.
Bye, Chris.
Oh, you want to say bye? You say bye to Daddy? Say bye, Daddy.
Isha.
I love you, honey.
I love you more.
I'll talk to you when you get off work.
Yep. I'll talk to you when I get off work, baby.
All right, love.
Yan-
All right, baby.
Yankee talking about that ain't no Sheila.
All right, baby.
TT1 said he tagged you, Sophia, in a post about water usage in SoCal.
I heard that they are like really putting restrictions on water usage out in California. I got a well. There's plenty of rain here, so we good.
We got freaking flood watches here.
I believe it.
Over the next few days, it's supposed to rain like hell.
They really did leave just in time. Absolutely.
I agree.
Well, y'all, my wife's been gone all weekend to her and my son, and they just got home. So I'm gonna go in there and hang out with them and spend a little time and everything. Thank you for letting me come up. You know I love you ladies. You know I really love you ladies. I like to give y'all a hard time, but
absolutely,
I'd do anything
I
in the
love you
world
too.
for y'all.
I love
Like
you
Star
too.
said, like Star said, happy day, Backwoods.
Y'all have a wonderful y'all have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see y'all on the next one.
You too, Backwoods.
Love you, Backwoods.
Love y'all too. Bye bye.
Ladies, give me just a minute. I gotta go to the little girl's room.
You're fine.
Okay.
How are you doing today, Susanna?
I'm good. I'm actually at the park right now because this is where my husband's supposed to have his union meeting, but they're not even here yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think the men got scared and ran off. I think we scared them off.
Something happened.
Hold on. Uh-oh.
Who's that, Steve?
Aaron, the one who's in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. Hold on. No, I need to move the rug.
Oh, he's a truck driver, Yankee. But he drives
Let's go.
He drives a few times from Denver to all the way to the Springs, a few times a day.
Right, ho. The guys couldn't hang. They're intimidated by strong women.
Yeah, I think we scared them off. Scaredy cats.
Absolutely, they skirt. They are skirt. If you skirt, say skirt.
If you're scared, go to church.
Oh, so Susanna, let me show you my shirt for today. Let's see. That's my motto every day. Can't adult today.
I like it.
It is hot. It's like 85 degrees here.
It's not that hot here. It's where I'm at now, because it's cooler up in the mountains than it is down here. But it's not cold up there. It's just cool. Down here, it's hot, though.
Yankee said he retired from truck driving 20 years ago. I don't know how they put up with it now. It was terrible when I got done.
Right. Well, they keep changing rules too. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'll be right back.
All right. All right, Ohio. Don't work too hard out there.
Love you, Ohio.
But yeah. Ooh. But today was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I left for like a minute to go say hello to GTP real quick because it was his first live, but then I came right back.
Love you too. Yeah, I seen he went live, and I was like, oh no. Because I really wanted to catch that today, so I'll catch it on the replay.
Right.
Shoot, I did enjoy some.
Yeah, he'll
It
be
was,
happy out there. I mean, went to go see it. Sorry, I was looking at something and I just wasn't coming out right.
you're good. I'd be happy with 72 degrees. GTP went live. The links in the chat. Anybody wants to come up, y'all welcome to come up. I don't see anyone in panel that I wouldn't trust on my panel. I'm just being overprotective of my panel. It's nothing personal.
Mhm. Yeah, and so I'm just sitting here in the park right now. I'm in the truck, but I'm sitting here.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to get you to TT1. I have somebody in mind for you. I just got to get a hold of them. So now, anytime anybody wants to come up on panel, just shoot me an email. I'm open to it. Stars has definitely got the cannon bug. She's cannon again today. Her and Chad both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. I saw all that canning that Ohio did. Awesome.
Absolutely. You know, I told Sophia and Stars and Chad earlier, I said, you know, y'all are inspiration, you know, couples actually doing the damn thing together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's something I've always wanted is, you know, someone to support me and back me up and to help.
Right. Oh, sorry about that. Right?
You're good. It's okay, Monique.
Serafina locked the bathroom door and locked me out of my own damn bathroom. So had to unlock
Uh-oh. TT1, I don't know. What about you and Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh goodness.
Uh,
TT1.
All right, Hutch. We know you skirt. He said, hey, my stuff still ain't on. I'm going to go do yard stuff. Appreciate y'all. Even Sophia, I guess. Lurking good talk. Real shit.
Yeah.
So, TT1, tell us more about Caitlyn Jenner here. What's going on?
I guess Hutch is all right. Even though he's scared. Him and Backwoods both got scared. They got up here. The conversation went too wild. They were getting, you know, smited too hard, and they got a tuck tail run. That's okay. As I said, I'm not for everyone.
Right. Miss Sharon said later, Hutch, I told you not to pull that string too hard, snapped it, and now there you are.
Was Hutch wearing a tampon?
Probably.
Oh,
You know he likes some tampons. Can somebody drop Keith's link? He's got a video coming out tomorrow for TT1.
You don't
It's
mess with the
awesome.
lock on the bathroom door no more. I know
And
it was you.
And Keith, as you can see, I still use my intro you made me. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And Tribe, if you out there listening, thank you for providing the music. Thank you, Monique. You and
Keith?
Caitlin Jenner on panel.
Oh goodness.
Okay. If you can get Caitlin to come up on panel, okay, go for it. I'll open my panel.
I'd watch that.
Right. What was you gonna say to Keith, Sophia?
I was going to say, for those of you who do not follow him, you should. He is very, very talented. Truly.
Absolutely.
He is, and go check Keith out on Instagram too.
Yes.
He's on Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, I need it.
I follow him on Insta as well as YouTube.
I will definitely find him then.
Lucky Dame just went live too. Sunday Social.
It feels like Monday to me.
I'm glad it's not Monday. I hate Mondays, in which I work tomorrow. Usually I'm off on Mondays, but doctor appointments. So
Yeah.
Keith said his Insta is still messed up and he can't receive messages.
Aw.
Oh, you can't, Keith? I wonder what's going on.
I actually been playing around with the idea of going live on Instagram. I just don't know how that works. Always, Yankee. Be safe out there and don't work too hard on them chores.
Take care, Yankee.
We'll see you later, Yankee. We'll see you around.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Miss Sharon said Mondays are her favorite. Things seem more normal than weekends. And Keith said no clue, but he's there though. All right, guys, we just a little over 2 hours. Ladies, if y'all want to hang out backstage, we'll hang out for a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, stay prepped up, stay prayed up. I want to thank Sophia and Hutch and Backwoods and Susanna and Chris for coming up and joining us. Awesome panel.
Thank you, Peach, for having me. And to the men, to Hutch and Backwoods, I was only busting your balls. I meant no disrespect. I want to make sure their feelings aren't hurt.
Absolutely.
Love you
All right.
Love you, chat.
Bye, chat.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Give me just a second, Monique. I'm going to go ahead and add you, and then we'll go backstage after I end it. All right. I'm going to let the music take us out.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is
digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested.
Well,
Well,